Hello, everyone. I'm Billy Rogers.
I'm Jessica Rogers.
We're both math teachers in Cordele, Georgia. We teach at Crisp County High, and we're doing our presentation on cooperative learning. During the last decade as high school math teachers, we've both had numerous encounters with students who are completely and utterly terrified of math. Have you ever walked into a classroom and your students are completely defeated and hated the subject that you teach? Well, we both have. Many times, these children are often fantastic students in other subjects, who just struggle in math because of a lack of confidence, basic skills, or the ability to see the relevance of the math concepts to their lives. Many students don't see the point and give up early in the semester due to this frustration.
So during this summer, we found some research on cooperative learning during our courses, and it just kind of sparked an interest with us and if we should be using cooperative learning in our classrooms. And so that is why we have looked more so into cooperative learning, just to see is it beneficial, and what can we do about it. Our what we will be discussing, we will be discussing our research question and problem of practice, how the literature and our experience supports the problem of practice, the purpose of our research findings, applications of cooperative learning strategies, and the implications from the research.
Cooperative learning is so much more than just students working together on a given task. Not only do they work together, but Spencer Kagan defines cooperative learning as a teaching arrangement that refers to small, heterogeneous groups of students working together to achieve a common goal. They work together to learn and are, most importantly, responsible for their teammates' learning as well as their own. Several of the elements that he includes in this definition are positive interdependence, individual accountability, equal participation, and simultaneous interaction.
So, our research question is: how do cooperative learning strategies influence students' confidence and achievement level in mathematics? Our problem of practice arrived from wanting to know if how we can increase our students' confidence and achievement level. And so many students, they enter high school with low confidence in mathematical abilities. This low confidence hinders their motivation to complete tasks and assignments, and therefore the students' achievement levels are not sufficient. Research has shown cooperative learning strategies to be effective in increasing students' motivation, confidence, and achievement in the mathematics classroom over the traditional learning methods.
During our investigation, we found that we were not alone in our struggle to reach our students in the realm of mathematics. Several researchers shared similar sentiments concerning their students' struggles with math. Jepson referred to mathematics as a long-time notorious killer of ambitions among Nigerian students. Um, Carly and Ademir said mathematical anxiety, which makes academic life difficult for many students, is defined as feelings of anxiety and tension that prevent the solution of problems in many different areas of school life and daily life, and that interfere with the process of numerical data. This is something that many of our students also struggle with. Several other researchers took note that students have low self confidence in math, and teachers need to provide students with opportunities to be engaged in doing mathematics and interacting with one another. Several of these researchers suggest that cooperative learning can assist in increasing student motivation, learning, and social skills.
We have both been teaching high school math for more than 10 years. We've always seen students that have gaps in their knowledge and low levels of motivation and confidence. However, these characteristics have increased in quantity due to the ongoing pandemic. So, we have some students in our classrooms that elected to do virtual learning for the last year and a half. So, that will be since the March of 2020. Unfortunately, some of these students did not actually learn the material, and the gaps are even more present in the classroom because of this. So, we want to know what we can do as teachers to help our students believe in themselves again and hopefully grow a like or love for math again. The purpose behind our research: some students' motivation and confidence in math is low once they reach high school. So, we want to know how do we motivate these students and help them to feel confident in math again. Students seem to not know how to work effectively in groups without cheating. So we want to know, will cooperative learning help with this? Will they learn to rely on the other kids in their group to help learn the material and not just get the answers. We want to know if cooperative learning would help to increase achievement in the math classroom. Many students have gaps in the knowledge due to the pandemic, as I stated on the last slide. So, how can we overcome this? And considering class sizes, cooperative learning would help teach students to work together and not solely rely on their teacher, and it provides a more student-centered classroom.
All of our stuff included qualitative, quantitative, and mixed methods, and there was one study that was a meta-analysis on cooperative learning methods. And all of them looked at the effectiveness on student self-efficacy, motivation, and achievement levels.
The findings from that research all showed that there were, and well, not all. Okay.
It's okay.
The findings from the research mainly showed an increase in student achievement when compared to traditional methods, but also showed an increase in students' self efficacy, an increase in students' motivation, and an increase in mathematical reasoning.
Several of the researchers pointed towards specific cooperative learning models, such as the jigsaw method or student teams achievement, which they refer to as STAD, team games tournament type, reflective thinking activities, three-step interview cooperative method, and several other researchers just referred broadly to cooperative learning.
Two particular groups of researchers recommend implementing the jigsaw method. And for the jigsaw method, students begin in a home group and are each assigned a different concept or skill. The students then break into expert groups to learn one particular aspect of the content so that they can teach their peers in their home groups prior to producing a knowledge product or participating in a knowledge check, such as a quiz or a discussion.
The STAD model, which is Student Teams Achievement Division, begins with the teacher providing a lesson, typically through a lecture. Students are then grouped into mixed ability groups where students help each other to ensure that all members of the team learn the given material or concepts. Students are assessed individually, however, the teams receive awards or certificates if their team achieves higher than predetermined levels as gauged by prior assessments, such as a pretest. While the meta-analysis by Turgot found that cooperative learning has the same effect on mathematics achievement at elementary, middle, high, and undergraduate levels, Carley and Udemir suggest starting at earlier ages in order to increase academic success. Retnawati, Aries, and Sweller found that collaborative learning was most effective when students have different knowledge bases from their peers. As a result of the pandemic, the differences between students have been magnified, so cooperative learning strategies should be implemented now more than ever. Cooperative learning provides students with the opportunity for positive interdependence and developing interpersonal skills. Another implication is that we should incorporate specific cooperative learning methods such as STAD, Jigsaw, team games tournament type, reflective thinking activities, or the three-step interview.
All right, some things missing from the literature. We were wanting to know how do teachers effectively implement cooperative learning in their classrooms. So, all of the researchers have said we should do cooperative learning in our classrooms to help increase achievement, but none of them really pointed to how to effectively implement it. Another thing is what is the difference between races when using cooperative learning? How often are cooperative learning methods used in the classroom? And what do studies from the United States say about cooperative learning compared to studies from other countries? The majority of our studies that we found were conducted in other countries outside of the United States. Overall, we found that cooperative learning significantly increases students' self efficacy, motivation, math reasoning, and achievement with the use of cooperative learning strategies in the math classroom.
So this concludes our presentation. Here's our contact information. Thank you to Dr. V for the feedback and guidance, and we hope that you enjoyed our presentation.